Hello everyone, my name is Petty Officer 2nd Class Guillermo Dominguez, a former USS Ronald Reagan Flight Deck Yellow Shirt and Supervisor. I'm here today to talk to you about flight deck operations out at sea and give you a brief summary of how operations out at sea work and personnel work together to make this a success. The personnel on the flight deck are color-coded by their flow coats and flight deck jerseys. Their flight deck jerseys range in color. You have yellow shirts that work on the flight deck, and these are the aircraft directors. These are the money makers, so we like to call ourselves. We're in charge of launching aircraft on catapults, taxiing them, and parking them. And parking them, which can be a challenge at night when there's minimal visibility. There's also blue shirts, and blue shirts are the new guys to the ship that help us with chalk and chaining, and these blue shirts will soon move up the ladder to become yellow shirts. We also have brown shirts, and brown shirts are squadron personnel, and basically their duties is as a plane captain. They maintain the aircraft when the pilot's not inside the aircraft. The plane captain is in charge of aircraft washes, tire changes, and pretty much maintaining that fighter jet for the pilot. We have purple shirts, which are ship's company. Purple shirts are fuelies. They're in charge of fuel operations, putting fuel on the airplane. We have white shirts, and they also like to call themselves shooters. These are the troubleshooters for the squadron. So when there's a fighter jet that's having electrical issues, mechanical issues, this white shirt personnel will hook up to the plane and talk to the pilot and find out what's going on. We also have white shirts with green crosses, and these are the safety personnel. They're in charge of the safety on the flight deck. Besides the personnel, there's a lot more colors to it, but it would take a while to discuss what other jobs are. So these are the main personnel that we depend on the flight deck. And also, I forgot to mention red shirts. These are the crash and salvage crewmen, which are in charge of firefighting, aircraft firefighting, and salvage operations in case a fighter jet gets stuck on the side or comes down hard and breaks the landing gear, and they'll bring out the crash crane to lift that fighter jet. So aside from the personnel that work together to make this mission a success, on the flight deck we have 4 catapults. We have 2 catapults in the front of the ship, also known as the bow, and we have 2 catapults in the middle of the ship, which is the midship. And the great part of having the landing area, which is on the side of the ship at a 9-degree angle, is we can land aircraft at the same time of having jets standing by on the bow for launching procedures. So when the aircraft comes in for landing, they have to come and slope at 9 degrees instead of landing straight forward with the ship. So that makes it a little difficult for the pilot to land. Aside from the catapults, we have arresting wires, and these arresting cables help the pilot stop from 140 knots to 0 knots. So it's a challenge for the pilot to have to grab one of the 3 wires, and they are also graded on which wire they catch. So if they catch the one that's furthest to the back of the ship, that's telling them they were a little too low, and if they catch the first one, then they were obviously a little too high. Now if they catch the middle wire, that means that they were on point and on glide slope and a perfect landing. So that's basically how personnel on the flight deck come together to make flight operations a success. I hope this video helped you understand flight deck operations a little bit, and thanks for your time.